everyone, and welcome back to the EU Face-Off, which is the EU part of the Streamathon, where nations fight for glory and bragging rights, and all of that, of course, in an effort to raise money in the fight against COVID-19. Welcome back, Dracos and Froskurin, and yeah, let's make it another fun day, hopefully as fun as yesterday.
Honestly, I feel like we're having more fun here than the teams are actually having. Like, Vedius is trying his heart out. You know, he's struggling. He's hyper-competitive. We're up here, like, drawing and dancing. You know, now there's, like, a singing incentive. We're talking like pirates. We're the real winners, I feel like. Charity, it's all good. It's looking good. But this is the most fun I've had on broadcast in a long time.
I was going to say, we may be the real winners, but after that Pirate Cast, I don't know if the audience...
We don't talk about the Pirate Cast never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. We deleted that VOD.
I saw that so many of the casters and of all of you thought it like, oh, it wasn't good and we weren't doing a great job. But I saw a lot of positive sentiment online. I mean, I think it's something we'll have to bring back. No, I'm not going to do it to you. I'm not going to do it to you. So as you said, Dracos, we're having fun, but it is playing hardball when you look at the competition and how the teams have approached all these games. And yesterday, of course, we had the knockout stage, right, in the best of ones to get our participants in the semifinal and finals today. And the LEC Kings, France, Germany, and Poland in the end made it through. But you know what? It could have just as well been the other teams.
Yeah, LEC Kings taking first seed out of the group, totally according to plan, not even close, didn't break a sweat. Germany's so good, they boosted 2 teams out of their group, so thank you, Germany, for that one.
Honestly, the ultimate homie play there for their boy Upset. You know, despite the fact that he definitely betrayed the DACH region, still came in clutch, still managed to survive for just long enough to make those crazy tiebreaker rules work in their favor. But look, the LEC Kings aren't complaining. I'm excited to see these teams. I feel bad for Spain, though, because their game 1 was such a travesty, but their next lineup looked so unstoppable. But hey, this is what they get for putting 50 people on their roster. You know, you're not going to find the perfect lineup the first time around.
And that's only group number 1. As we look across at like group number 2, where it was Poland, Italy, and France, the French too, I'm going to say it, I was not as impressed as I should have been with the French too. They are taking this very seriously. They're super try-hard. They've been practicing a lot. And a lot of their games were super close, especially against Italy when they played that Funnel, Shadow, Kaisa jungle composition.
Yeah, I mean, Italy also, unfortunately, not in these playoffs. It's so funny, the playoffs. We played, like, what, 6 games yesterday?
Whoa,
what are you talking about? Everyone knows best of 1 is the best format to decide which team is truly superior, and that's why Reddit is always like, give us more best of 1. That's why they're always saying
yeah, that's what they're always saying, right?
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah. So unfortunately, Spain and Italy we're not going to see them today. So out of the candidates that we have left, who is the strongest and who is potentially going to be the victors of the inaugural EU Face-Off?
Clearly the LEC Kings. Duh.
This sounds more biased than a G2 Fnatic cast, Froskurin.
What is this?
Where you're biased for both sides because both fan bases are upset.
Yeah, are you really biased for that cast?
Germany carried the LEC Kings, and if the LEC King, like, clearly Germany has to win the entire thing. Their coordination's on point. The French zoo looked like an absolute mess yesterday. Poland looks good. Jankos is terrifying, but I don't know. I'm going to give the edge to Germany.
All right, well, let's see what happens. Of course, we'll continue today. And the Streamathon is in support for the COVID-19 relief efforts, so continue to give your donations. All of the donations and all of the income will go to the Riot Games Social Impact Fund and give communities on the front lines the resources they need to stop the virus, act quickly, protect the most vulnerable, help the healthcare workers, etc. Riot.com/donate to help out.
And, of course, there are a ton of activations and incentives. The $1,000 personalized champ guide is still up for grabs, so make sure to grab it. I know Vedius is personally disappointed that no one has signed up after that amazing Nocturne performance. No one is excited for a Nocturne guide. Also, champion dances. I think they're $75 a pop. Just make sure you include the champion that you want replicated and the person that you want to do it. We already did Italy. You thirsty boys out there, stop sending Italy requests in.
Yeah, and please stop giving me all of the hard dances. We also have in-game activations such as a Pirate Cast, which you can hopefully donate to us not to do ever again. We'll also repeat phrases like Keck W. And I think I have to do something to Vedius at the beginning of next game.
We're trying to, like, make you all forget, but seems that you have not forgotten. So don't worry. We will come good on that promise for sure. Wonderful stuff. Now, of course, we've been going for a while. All the other different regions have pitched in as well, and it's been really nice to see kind of the reactions, the memes, the interaction, and kind of the different formats that every one of the regions has come up with. For now, we have raised $122,000 so far. So that's amazing. That is great. There are so many people that are going to be incredibly thankful for that, and not in the least us. And as promised, Brandon Beck, aka Rise, and Mark Merrill, aka Trindamir, had pledged to giving $200,000 once we reach that $100,000 mark in viewer donations. And now that we've hit that goal, we're excited to add the match donation to the pool, which means we are now at $322,000. That's crazy. That's amazing.
Nailing it.
Yeah, it's really cool when you get the donation matching up to that amount. Obviously, shout out to Mark Merrill and Brandon Beck, but more importantly, shout out to everyone at home who's contributed. You know, if you've got a little money extra lying around and you put it in there, not everyone is going to be able to contribute $100,000, but even $5, $10, you know, $2, whatever you can afford to give does make a difference. So really, shout out to everyone who's been contributing across the broadcast.
Absolutely. I just saw here in the chat from the producers, raise the next 5K and Dracos will sing a song is the next donation.
When they say a song, is that like, are you going to rap? What song is it?
No, they asked rap, and I have so little rap credibility already that I said I don't really want to burn it the last of it with a freestyle. But I will sing a song about literally anything League related. You can pick a topic. I will make a song up on the spot. I promise you
at least
a minute of League of Legends songs. We'll put my English proficiency to the test. You can put multiple words, multiple keywords. I don't know how it's going to be decided because I don't think one person's going to donate 5K on their own, but we'll make something worth $5,000.
Who knows?
I commit to that.
Yeah, so basically, you can watch a stream and enjoy. If you don't have the means to donate, you can donate if you do. And I think it's a win-win from everyone at home because they just get to see us doing silly stuff. I mean, not that we don't ever do anything silly in the LEC, but this is a step above. And we have created a little video to show you all of the fun that we got into yesterday.
He's gonna walk the wave into mid and look for a flank here. And he's just trying to buy some time, disrupt the enemy backline. He gets disrupted, and then look at this call. He says, forget the Syndra, I'm going straight for the base. But look at the base! Look at the base, people! It's literally Ender going for the expect. He's like, he's on the Nexus! I cannot believe!
This is like the German special. I love it.
You say you can't dance, Ross, but you did kind of kill the Jin one. You nailed the Jin one. I thought for sure you were going to bomb that, but you nailed it.
What? All you have to do is like wiggle and spin. Their dance is so strange.
The house music and the big fat goth pants that nobody ever wear.
I'm not in Berlin for like clubs, okay? That's not. Okay, I'm done. Oh no, he's gonna break that room.
Or his legs.
Sorry, I up the shot.
Is he playing polo? What is? Okay. Yes.
Oh, shake it, go down. Go on, shake it.
Is there more? Okay. And jump, and then. Drop it down low.
If I swear to you, whoever donated that, if you ever come to LEC and we have anything actually attached to the ground, I will give you the full commitment. But I obviously can't put any weight on that broomstick. My beautiful BMO drawing is on the screen. Thank you, Mona Lisa. Eat your heart out. This is true masterpiece.
Yeah, Mona Lisa, who didn't actually draw her own portrait, but okay, it's great. Wow, cultural Americans right here in the chat.
Thank you. Yes, I'll take it. They're going. Time to push the flash. Appreciate the BMO. Anyone else wants a drawing? Donate to the screen.
That's amazing. I'm super impressed.
Okay, now, I'm looking at the camera, Let's see the dots. Anders got his headset off. Oh, we didn't actually replay.
How you doing, Welshers?
I'm alright, mate. So, for those that don't know, I am from Southwest Wales. Wales is the country. Yes, it's a country. Today, we're going to be speaking a little bit of Welsh. Gachi siarad timid bach o Gymraeg.
Bless you.
I'm Scottish now, and there's no other choice. It's the only accent I've got left. But I'm one of the Scottish pirates from old, you wee landlubber.
Okay, Mel Gibson.
And welcome back. Quick shot here with Romar. I mean, Romar, yesterday was crazy. It was nonsense. We just had a couple of the highlight reels. How did your visits go to all the other shows? For anybody that doesn't know, Romar literally visited every single broadcast, bringing some trash talk, some banter, and some information, and maybe a few secrets as well.
So it was actually really fun. What made it even better is most of those guys are the teams from broadcast partners we are working with on yearly basis. So either from France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Poland. And it's really cool because that's the first time they are broadcasting their own people. So it's like you have such an heavier commitment from every broadcast. And it was really cool to during the last 2 weeks working with everyone and now being able to be literally part of the broadcast and see their little ecosystem. And I really believe that's what make our European Championship so beautiful on yearly basis is we have so many little clusters of people working to make the whole League of Legends cool, and it's awesome to see everyone right now.
I've got a huge thank you to literally everybody taking part in competing, but also all the fans and viewers. We did some really, really silly things on broadcast, and I heard from every other stream they did the same as well. And like, just the support has been great. I can see, Romar, you're a little bit biased. Who are you supporting today, and what is this thing on your head?
Biased? Is that biased? I mean, you should go check the French broadcast. No, it's just daily casual outfit, you know. I'm just maybe a bit early into celebrating for the final. We're gonna see.
Could you show me your baguette? I love that you've got it ready. Listen, my allegiance is for sale, so anybody that does donate, there will be a poll up there. Yesterday, I started supporting Polskie Górum. I ended up with Schland. So make sure you log on the poll. My allegiance is straight up available for sale. Romar, what's the plan for today? What are you going to be getting up to?
I'm gonna go get a bit of France. I'm probably go on the German broadcast either before or after France faces them. Same as yesterday. I was a bit scared to go on the Italian broadcast after the game. France won, so I mean that was better. We had a really good talk.
Did you win some wine?
We talked about wine. Yeah, definitely. Okay. We talked about wine and food. that was a good.
You were very brave.
Dinner and all the similarities.
Listen, I need to quickly move on with the show. We're about to get ready for the first match of the day, LEC versus Poland. Then we have France versus Germany. I want to know from Hugh, who will win it all? Who will be the champion of EU face-off?
France. La France, monsieur. La France.
Not even a doubt about it? That simple?
No, come on. Hello?
Well, listen, right now, I'm still sticking with yesterday's Schlant. If you guys go jump on that poll, I will be able to announce my allegiance before game one. We'll check back in with you a little later today, Romar. Thank you so much. For now, we're going to head back to the analyst desk to carry on with the show.
Oh, well, fantastic. We couldn't actually hear what was being said, but I assume it was something along the lines of how are things, and they're good. No?
You weren't supposed to reveal the production secret. We were supposed to the plan was behind the scenes, we're going to come back and go, oh, quick shot.
So clever.
You're so funny. You're so clever. You said so many smart things, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I did that. In any case, so we already touched on the fact that even though this is all for fun and for charity, it's not necessarily as such with the teams. Now, yesterday, of course, our LEC Kings, they advanced, but to us it did look like Wicked and Upset carrying those very heavy casters. Luckily, we have an exclusive possibility for insight here with their coach, Frosker. And tell us about your team's day one performance.
Yeah. Guys, it was really rough, but we gotta just reset the mental, and I think it's just about coming today stronger than ever before. I think consistency is the key. Vedius in particular, a very consistent player, consistently dying a lot, consistently going down 50 CS, but he's just gotta remain true to form, reset the mental, and I think we just run it back, and we'll do much better job.
Wow, a lot of insight.
It's staggering, if you'd thrown in a few more words there about tempo, about, keeping a cool head, focusing on your game plan, not getting caught up in what the enemy's doing, but focusing on your plan. Ooh.
You're right, I did mess that up. I should have been more. I was like, what's the...
I feel like on coach interview trope bingo, though, you definitely got a bingo. Most certainly. And that's more impressive than Vedius dying repeatedly all day yesterday.
let me take another run. Okay, you're right.
Okay.
It's just about focusing on our game plan today, staying true to ourselves, being consistent, going back to what we've been training repeatedly. Because what practice makes permanent. Practice makes permanent.
Practice makes permanent?
Yeah. It's not
What?
practice makes perfect because you have to practice well. Because if you practice poorly, then you're just gonna play poorly. My coach always told me practice made permanent.
I mean, it's showing because it's giving off on your team. Dracos, I've heard that you have added your own special mini game in terms of donations.
Look, we all try to support the LEC Kings in our own way, and I've decided to support them while also supporting the charity. So for every death that Vedius racks up over the course of this fine tournament, I will be donating $10 to the fund, to the Riot Social Impact Fund. So far, we're at 8 deaths, and the way we're going, he could rack up another 20 today if Upset is feeling generous enough to carry him across the finish line. So shout out to Vedius and his continued mediocrity. You really are making the difference in the fight against COVID.
That was just mean.
That was mean. That was brutal. I didn't know you were going to go there.
Did you Photoshop it yourself, Dracos?
Yeah.
No, that is entirely on our producer, Kevin Bell, who turned a mouth upside down to make it look sad. It's horrifying if you see it on the right-hand side. Well done, Kevin Bell.
I feel like... Okay, no, I've got an analogy here. The casters are like Medic, Ender, and Vedius of the LEC Kings, and the production is like Upset and Wicked.
Aww. That's true. I love that. That's wonderful, Frosk. A couple of cool donations. One came in just now, actually. Husky Man, and I love that we're continuing the tradition of making Frosk do all of the dances.
I can't dance!
$75.
But you will be able to by the end of this stream, Froskarin.
Okay,
So,
I'm looking up the dance.
Frosk does the Odyssey cane dance, which is not the normal cane dance. So I like how creative people are getting to make sure that she has the most intricate dances. And of course, we'll take the bullet, like maybe in some situations, like Dracos did yesterday with the Nidalee dance. But we'll see. Okay, you look that up, and I'm going to highlight some of the cool donations we had yesterday.
It's a banger. I'm watching it right now. It's not sultry, but it is an absolute banger of a dance. There's a lot of movement going on here, folks.
Okay,
Right.
he's got... There's like... Okay, you focus on that. I gotta... Hold on.
No, we'll focus on you, actually. That's what...
No, oh no! There's multiple steps here. We're doing some circles. He's got a little bit of this going on.
If you gotta take the headset off, we'll narrate it.
Okay,
Ooh.
you guys do that.
Very Michael Jackson. Okay. What? All right.
There's a lot of running around.
Well, that just... Does that look just like when she did the Zera dance?
Ooh. Do they all
Ooh.
kind of blend together with the general flailing? I think so.
Ooh, okay. Some movement there. We've got some movement. Let me see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
There's like a run around in circles at the start of the move. You gotta like dash around in circle. Oh. It's oh. I feel like this is peak performance.
I thought that was really good.
This is what Freak meant when he said that thing at MSI that we're gonna quote till the end of time.
What?
And this is definitely worth $75. Actually more. So keep donating. Frosk has told us also before the show that she's putting this up as kind of an act. I can't dance. I don't want to dance. She loves it.
She loves it so much.
keep
Just
them
help
coming.
her continue to explore her love of dance via $75 donations.
Keep them going. So there were a couple of insane donations also yesterday. I think Promiscu, our Lord and Savior, donated $1,000. Absolute madman. Who knew being a sub paid that well? Am I right? But also a very special user, Crimson Cyclist, made a $500 donation, and that buys this user a review of the OPGG page. So what's the verdict?
Okay. I'm gonna break it down for you. Dracos, you with me?
I'm with you, 100%.
So we looked up Crimson Cyclist, and Crimson Cyclist sitting right now in Gold 4, which that's perfect. That's right in Dracos and I's comfort zone right now. Sitting flex in Gold 1 though, so good for you. Is clearly a support player. Now, they're not just any support player. They're like a bloodthirsty support player. I'm seeing a lot of Bard, especially with that Dark Harvest. A lot of Pike, but obviously most played champion. Thresh with the 67% win rate. Excuse me, 47 when you look at ranked solo queue, but that's fine. Dracos? How you feeling on that Bard build?
Here's the thing. One, you took Dark Harvest Bard, and I respect that. You're trying to do damage, you're trying to kill people. But that Guardian Bard, that's got to go. This Karma, that's got to go. This Senna, that's got to go. If your champion does anything to support your AD carry, you're wasting your time because you are in Gold 4 and your AD carries are bad. What are you? You're a big brain player, Crimson Cyclist. You play roaming champions. I want you to leave that lane. I want you to leave that behind. just like Lizzo said, you know, your bot lane, he don't love you anymore. Walk your fine ass out the door, Crimson Cyclist. Go to whatever lane is stomping, go to whatever lane is carrying, and do work. Stop putting up with the mediocrity of your 80 carries. Go to a different lane, find those stuns, win everywhere on the map. You're just a second jungler. You're a roamer. We're taking it back to Season 1, buddy. That's how you got to play the game.
This is the game plan. You're rocking into lane, you're taking Ignite every single time, you're slapping them with meeps. You're going for that first blood on level 2. You gotta make sure that you get level 2 each time, push it. Now, as soon as you kill them, you're backing immediately, and because you took Futures Market, boom, mobility boots. I don't want to see you in that Swifties. I know, Moby's got nerfed, you're running mid. You're gonna slap that guy. Kill him, reset, you're running top. You're gonna slap that. You're gonna win the entire map. And when your ADC starts spam pinging you to return to lane, mute him. In fact, you don't have to mute him at that point. Just walk into every game /mute all. That will get you to at least platinum.
Yes! Crimson Cyclist. I hope that was worth. Speaking about Future Market, this is the marketplace where we build on our future because through your donations, we can fight the fight against COVID-19. Riot.com/donate. Another one just came in. Dracos to draw Z from Anonymous for $150 during, I guess, Game 2, Dracos?
Yeah, so Game 2, for those who don't know, we're doing a very special TriCast once more because it was loved yesterday. I'll be joined by both of you. So this analyst desk will move to the caster desk, and just like yesterday, I'll be functionally useless while Frost locks herself out of the cast, and Shox is forced to solo cast as I draw a League of Legends character. So really look forward to it. It's going to be great.
Was it really a TriCast when I spent about, I don't know, 70% of it locked in a hallway?
On paper, yeah. I mean, that's fine.
You're essentially a play-by-play at that point, to be honest.
What was funny, though, is that, so if you look at my camera right now, you can see the exit sign in the back, and you can see that door. I thought that the producer might check my camera to see what had happened to me, so I was slamming myself up against that door and waving to try to, like... So I'm just saying, if I get locked out again, producers, check the cam feed, see if you can get me in the pip.
Oh no, I'm so sad we missed that. That would have been great. So try harder next time is what our producers just said in the chat. So go lock yourself out right now. Just kidding. All right, let's bring it back a little bit. I'm glad that we're having fun with it, and hopefully that is inspiring you guys to have fun and to donate here and there. But there is, of course, a competition to be held, and in the schedule tonight, of course, Germany, the LEC Kings, Poland, and France fight for the very first EU face-off title and bragging rights for years to come. Whichever region wins will then get their praises sung by all of the other regions in their first summer broadcast. So, you know, there's a lot on the line, Frost.
Which I did not know was on the line, because now I feel like we really are really banking on Ender, Vedius, and Medic right now to carry for us.
Well, I'm not doing it.
I want to be absolutely clear, and producers obviously can veto on me on this because they essentially can tell me whatever they want to do. That's how having a job works, I guess. But I will strongly protest against having to do anything here, because if Medic, Ender, and Vedius lose this for us, they have to be the ones who go up there and apologize and praise whatever broadcast comes out above them.
What?
And Frost. You are their coach.
Well,
You gave a coach interview. That locks you in. You're the one who said practice makes permanent, and if this is what permanent looks like.
Put me on the graphic. Okay, good stuff. Anyway, so everything's best of one. France versus Germany will be the second series, or the second semifinal. The first one will be the LEC versus Poland. Let's go over all the teams and their performances on day one and who could be the favorite. Let's start with France. France did go 2-0, so on paper they had the most convincing of all performances, but we weren't that entirely convinced, I think, especially Frost.
I want to give a shout out to some of the drafting behind France, because even when they did have some of their questionable hiccups, maybe an early game got a little bit tossed, maybe the mid game didn't go that smoothly, they were always having scaling options. So shout out to Duke right there, because I feel like France is like making this like mess up proof. Like they could throw away an entire game and they'll always have win conditions later on. So any team that's facing them, you gotta bring the scaling.
Absolutely do, and of course Chips, that's what it shows in the top lane. It will be Noir playing today, so we'll have to see if he can have a stronger performance. Chips was that Malphite alt bot. Maybe Noir can show us a little bit more, aggressive top lane play style. But if worse comes to worse, scaling seems like the best possible thing for anyone, because I think it was a similar story for Germany, and they're also critical matchup versus Spain.
Dracos, Riot Games is so excited at the prospect of you improvising a musical number that they're matching all donations towards your 5,000 singing goal.
Wow. Thanks,
There's a lot
Rito.
riding on this. Great.
Wow, it's so generous of you, Riot, and so convenient that the goal that would embarrass me most is the one that you decided to double down on. Are they also going to double down on the Shock speaks another language for every $500?
We haven't announced that yet. That's not. That's a secret.
Why are you leaking everything?
That's my third leak of the tournament. I've leaked so many things. It's just, let me out. Who wants to know World's 2022 location? I don't know what it is. I'll make something up.
All right, that's not a goal. Okay, that's not a goal. Anyway, Germany. Let's talk about Germany. They were solid. Upset, of course, famously. A traitor because he didn't want to play with Germany. He wanted to play with the LEC Kings, or that's the way we're spinning it. But they still did fine, and they were convincing.
Yeah, Germany's so good. They boosted 2 teams into the semifinals, the LEC Kings that you just talked about, as well as themselves. Noe in particular was popping off on his Corki performance, not even flexing on his Xerath yet. And Germany were my dark horse for the tournament. I think people really overlooked them. You talked about their synergy early on, Shocks, and I think that they should be heavy favorites to win.
And I gotta say, Kevin, especially on the top side of the map, really impressed me. When he was going toe-to-toe with Wicked, I gave edge to Wicked. And maybe that's like Season 3, Season 2 bias showing through, right? Like, I was around when Wicked raffle stomped people. But Kevin's Aatrox is absolutely lethal. And he is not the kind of guy that you can pick Malphite and just kind of pray and wait to scale against. So I'm ready to see what he can get done today.
Yeah, me too. So the LEC Kings are up versus Poland in this first one. The LEC Kings, do we have faith? Can they bring it back? And what will they need to do to beat Poland to make it to the finals?
Listen, the boys have had their warm-up game. They've had some on-rift time with Upset and Wicked before, which they didn't have that. So I feel like we're going to see a completely different side of the guys today. I think they're going to hit the ground running. The mental is feeling good. And you're going to see the true potential of these Kings.
All I'm going to say, Frostgren, is that there's advice I could give to everyone on the Rift except for probably Upset, who is infinitely better at this game than I can ever imagine being. And so for that, I will give advice to Medic. Medic, Upset is your best friend forever. You are bonded to him for life. You play whatever he wants you to play. You do whatever he wants you to do. If you're playing Bard, you follow him around. You don't get chimes anymore. That's not your job. Your job is to make Upset happy. If his mood wavers even 1%, you failed. You've let the team down. You are now the ultimate simp for Upset. Let it be known you have one job and one responsibility for this entire day of games.
I'm going to let you guys in.
Clear. Yeah.
Because I have the inside track here. There are 3 rules for success today for the LEC Kings. Number 1, prioritize bottom. Number 2, neutralize, survive mid. And number 3, counterpick jungle. That's it. Those are the 3 rules. Now the other teams know, and they're going to need a head start because the LEC Kings are going to be that good today.
Well, that third rule about that, Jankos is back. Jankos is actually playing with the Polish team against this LEC squad, so does that still apply? Of course, but how much will Ender be able to do versus the 2-time MVP?
New rule, we're banning Olaf, we're banning Elise, we're banning Lee Sin, we're banning Kha'Zix, we're banning Kane.
I think the problem that we've now run into for us, Gurn, is that with Jankos on the field, there are too many champions in the game League of Legends to accurately and effectively shut this man out of the game. I mean, everyone else, we have like maybe some highlights from back in the day. We could probably make a 5-minute montage of Jankos lifting trophies in the last few years. This man is absolutely terrifying, and Ender, I'm personally scared for him because every time he sets foot on the caster desk, Jankos is just going to look over at him and he's going to recoil in fear, and it's going to mess him up for the rest of his career. Jankos is going to give him that evil eye, and he's going to remember how he absolutely got blasted in this jungle matchup.
Yeah, difficult. Predictions. Who's going to win?
I mean, clearly the LEC Kings are going to win. 2-time MVP Jankos. He's never faced 2-time MSI finalist Ender. Referee
He did
power.
referee 2 of those finals.
True.
You know, as much as Frost's compelling and enthusiastic support of the LEC Kings really sold me, I'm going to go with Poland on this one. I think Jankos could probably 1v3 this lineup, specifically the 3 casters, and I think the rest of the team can handle Upset and Wicked. So things are looking grim for the LEC Kings.
All right, let's see the Polish team. They are ready to take on the LEC Kings, so let's hear from one of their players.
Hey everyone, quick shot here, joined by the fake one from Polskie Góry, the Ultra League.
Polskie
of
Góry.
course. Tom, it's always a pleasure to chat to you, and I'm looking forward to the game. You may or may not know, but my allegiance is up for bid. The biggest donating region will be able to buy my allegiance. And yesterday, I was on board the Polskie Góry hype train, and then you guys let me down. You lost game 1. It was disappointing.
Me too. I'm so disappointed. I was like, yeah, guys, keep doing the good work, but then, so it's such a letdown.
how difficult is it to decide between Pookie Style and Yankos? That was the big roster swap that had our broadcast talking.
Listen, this wasn't too hard, right? Because Pookie himself, like, he's a god. He's the best player to ever touch the game. And his calls were just over our heads. We just couldn't figure out what he wanted to do. So then we thought to ourselves, okay, we need someone with a little lower ceiling. So we called Yankos and we said, like, yeah. And we were like, Yankos, would you mind coming here? Because Pookie is just too good for us to understand. And Yankos was like, okay.
Amazing. Okay, but now I've seen Yankos play, and I've seen the highs and the lows. You know, he can be a coin flip jungler. This is a meme that went around a long time. He was the first blood king. At one point, I remember he gave up more first blood, so he was still the first blood king, just the negative way. Listen, you guys are playing LEC today. What can we expect? Why are LEC going to beat you today, and who's going to cost the loss?
First of all, Yankos will be the first blood king, because I got him the first blood last game. Actually, I got the first blood last game. I was supporting him, all right? So I'm going to get the first blood, but he's going to assist me. Second of all, you said, did you say LEC Kings will win?
That's right. That's what's going to happen.
I don't know. I thought I misheard, because that's very, very unreasonable. Like, did you see Varius play yesterday? And we have Overpower in the mid lane. I hope you see the difference here. I assume you see a little difference here. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Upset is a pretty scary boy in the bot lane, but our pro player, like Yankos, has many titles under his belt. And when I look at Upset, I'm like, yeah, sure, second place is probably good enough.
Second place is good enough. You can't deny the world's experience on the LEC roster. Everybody except Upset has made it to Worlds in some capacity. And how is that looking on the Polskie Gurum side?
Well, listen, we've been to the World's Finals. Like, I visited Paris last year. Yankos was there as well. We both kind of lost, but it's good enough, I'd say. And honestly, the main difference is gonna be between the casters. Like, we Polish casters who are all pro. When I look at your guys, you've got some weak stuff going on there. We're gonna take you down, right?
Well, I think that's about as much time as we have. Very strong words from the fake one. We'll see if you can live up to them onto the Rift. Best of luck in the game. I hope you lose.
We don't need luck. We're going to win. Polska!
Back to the analyst desk. And welcome back. Quick Shot joined by Yamato Cannon for the very first cast of the playoffs. It is going to be the LEC Kings taking on Polskie Gurum. And Yamato, I love the outfit. I like this.
Thank you.
Like this off-season pre-LCK version of Yamato. It's definitely a look.
It is casual business. Business casual.
Oh, I like it. Casual business. That's how we add on. That is amazing. Listen, this show is one of the strangest that I've ever had the pleasure of working on. And I know that you have a very deep roots with the Polish community and was even potentially going to speak Polish or translate Polish for us live on air. I mean, give some of the viewers that don't know a little bit of backstory and just how integrated you are with the Polskie Gurum and the history.
Ja jestem Polakiem, kolega. And that's it. That's all I need to say, man. I can teach you some Polish words. You can join us, Trevor.
I mean, there might be a few. I know a couple already, but none that
The key one is like Bishku. You know Bishku?
No,
Means
I don't.
buffalo, but that's like what you call your buddies, apparently. Bishku.
Bishku. Yamato, you
okay.
are my Bishku, my man.
You're my Bishku too, brother.
Let's set some expectations now. Analyst desk, not the most confident in LEC. I mean, Frost's prediction even was a little soft. Fans, I think, definitely leaning a little bit more towards Polskie Gurum. I mean, what would your expectations be for this game?
Honestly, I think it's kind of overpowered to have Overpower and Yankos. They have history, they have synergy, they've played together in the past. There's some history. People are gonna write in the chat, you kicked Overpower from Rocket, haha, but that's not the conversation we want to focus on right now. It's all about this match, and I think the Polish have an edge because of this.
Were you involved in that decision? Just hypothetically, if we were to explore it? No? Let's move on. So, let's take a look. Yesterday, a number of target bans went Upset's way, and he had a great game on Kalista. The Ezreal Yumi didn't really work against the German squad. So what do you anticipate to happen today? Like, who would you try target ban? You have to think Jankos and Upset are probably the top tiers.
Yeah, for sure. I think already from the Graves ban, that's like something that's been dominating solo queue. I think Ezreal Yumi was a fine plan, but it just kind of, it's easy to lane against it. It's not going to punish you that hard. I think Kalista was kind of fit the bill perfectly. I want to see Varus and maybe also Felios in order to just snowball from minute 1 from bottom.
Okay, got it. And now we see the Kayn now taken away as well. We saw Kayn used in the other group, actually. I think it was the French Zoo that managed to run that one to pretty good effect. I was surprised to see so much Kayn, actually. And now there goes the Yumi as well. Why are we seeing so much Malphite, Yamato?
Honestly, I think some casters are just not that good. They just lock in Malphite to just, I'm 50 CS down, doesn't matter, I'm gonna press R and that's it. No offense, but that's just the truth, I think.
Oh man, I love that. Okay, so let's see if we get another Malphite. I love the perspective. Some casters are just not that good. Ornn locked in. Yesterday we had like a really boring tank v tank matchup at the top. I think it was Maokai versus Malphite, if I remember, and it sucked. I'd like to see Miha and Wicked play something a little bit more carry oriented today. Just go all in. It's a best of one. The winner of this is in the EU face-off final. And what do you think is going to be first pick worthy here as the Rek'Sai Ender's One True Love is banned out?
Honestly, you're asking me to predict, but I don't know anything about these guys. Maybe first pick Nocturne, Various can lock it in. Irelia for Wicked, oh! I don't know, Ender without Rek'Sai is kind of in the dark in the style because Countess is also nerfed. I think, if this was LCK or MSC, I would say first pick Varus is OP, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Nope, there we go. Trundle instead. Okay, so still a little bit of a flex. Obviously, we'll see where that's going to end up. Yesterday, Ender played the Gragas as well as... what did he play in game 1? Was it the Rek'Sai? I can't recall. It was the Rek'Sai.
Yes, Rek'Sai, yeah.
And now Polska Gurum will have a shot. I've just been told by producers, by the way, Yamato, that I have to draw Froskuren and Gnar during this game. So I guess Froskuren as Gnar or Froskuren and... I don't know. I'll figure that out. So I'm going to be a little distracted.
Honestly, I saw your Ezreal, and I can't imagine what this is gonna look like.
Dude, that Ezreal was so bad. But by the way, you're like, if this was LCK first pick Varus locked in. The Gurum is on fire. Varus Thresh, they're playing this to win.
They know the meta. This is what some of the teams picked in the blind pick matches, because this is a very strong bot sides, and from the get-go, like, it doesn't matter how good you are, laning against Varus and Thresh can get very difficult because it's a very oppressive lane.
And yesterday I spoke to MacGyver at the end of the day, and he was saying, look, Upset's a good player, but MacGyver plus Fake One greater than Upset plus Medic costs. He was being as polite as possible, but definitely setting expectations that he reckons the two of them with the strong duo and seeing the high priority. He actually leaked some information in that interview, and now we see the Nautilus and the Syndra. I wonder if that's going to be like, bot lane Syndra or mid lane Syndra for Vedius. I anticipated mid lane probably. A little bit more lane control than his Fizz and his Nocturne from yesterday.
Yeah, like it's a great mid lane champion. It might go bottom, but I can't imagine Vedius playing it. But I like Overpower's approaches. I'm just going to lock in Lissandra. I think no matter what Vedius is going to pick, Lissandra's going to be safe, it's going to be good. Yes. Unless Vedius surprises us and follows your thought process here with the Syndra mid.
I mean, we'll find out. I don't know. I don't know what headspace Vedius is going to be in. Obviously, he had two difficult matchups yesterday, right? And then, struggled a little bit in the game. Wicked had a big impact in the first game of the day. As we see more now bans targeted. He's lost his Jax. Felios has been removed from Upset. So Ezreal is still open. They want to go that route. What do you reckon you'd want to see Upset on? Because this is kind of all chips in on the Upset basket, I think.
Honestly, Ezreal sounds pretty juicy. I think it is something that you can still win lane with if you are significantly better than your opponent. And I think in this case, Upset is. And Upset has a very, very classic Ezreal. I think if anything, I think the Polish Polska Gurum should lock in Aatrox, because it seemed like that was Wicked's poison. And if they have Aatrox ready in the pocket, they can fire back at him, because you don't want to pick any more fights when there's a Trundle in the game.
I completely agree, and instead it's going to be a small pivot. So not quite the Aatrox. Sylas, obviously going to go top lane here. Do you still like this? Fit the same build?
I think it's okay, but I guess the key question is Jankos can still play it in the jungle, right? He can lock it into the jungle. And I think
I forgot about that.
in this setting it might work because it's a champion that needs kills. Okay, Camille top lane. Wild.
Okay, Lucian, Nautilus bot, Trundle jungle, Syndra mid, Camille top, and now was that going to be Camille into Silas? That's a lot of juicy ultimates to steal if you are a Silas. And Jankos will get first dibs or decide. Does he take the Silas or does he get his jungler now?
Give me Poppy.
Waiting to see.
Just looking Poppy. Poppy is so free.
What did Dracos call?
No!
Oh! Okay. What I love about this is you have inadvertently and accidentally insulted Miha, right? Because if I quote you, Yamato Cannon, there's not a lot of good shoutcasters. I think that's why we're seeing Malphite. That's not fair. That's not fair, of course. That's not what you said. That wasn't the implication, but it definitely could play that way just a little.
It's okay, but I guess it's gonna be an AP Malphite, right? It's gonna be the nuclear bomb Malphite that just charges at you because Stronghold is gonna steal your stats. Maybe that's the plan.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, Jankos in the jungle with the Silas ults. He's already the danger man. So when we get into game, we've got a few seconds to go. I need to draw this picture, which we'll do once we're in game. Also, Vedius has to blow his flash. I'm told that our observers will be tracking this. And once he actually uses his flash to make sure we hit that donation goal from yesterday, we'll make sure we pay good. And then the other one is if we do hit that 5,000 goals, $5,000 donated within the hour, Dracos will be able to create, invent, and make a song on air. No pressure. I'm so glad I'm not doing that.
That is freaking hype, man. I want to see it. Like, I don't know. I know that Dracos has been playing around with making beats and such, and he's very interested. Go, you know, is he gonna make a whole thing, or is he just gonna sing and be awkward? So
I think he's busy prepping stuff. I think he's got like a bass line or a hook already on the go. He can just kind of try tweak the lyrics maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this. Okay, we're gonna go serious cast for a little bit here, Yamato, because yesterday the LEC Kings managed to pick up first blood into Ibai, doing this exact same thing, and I think Ibai was playing Malphite actually.
Yes. Their whole plan is to just screw with Malphite players.
Okay. Is this good though? What's the response? That's wicked over the wall. Miha's in a little bit of trouble here, Yamato.
He's too
Losing
tanky.
some HP. Medic looking to cut him off. That's the flash, the auto, and the lantern. Ooh. Okay, so Medic trades his flash for Miha's flash.
Okay. I think that's worth it. Especially because Thresh also skilled lantern, so that's a bit rough for the lane phase. Syndra bottom and Lucian mid. Upset is actually playing mid and Vedius went bottom, so this is some sick technology from Marito.
What do you make of the matchup then? Because now you've got Syndra Naught into Varus Thresh, and obviously Lucian into Lissandra. Break them both down for me.
Honestly, I love the pivot because we mentioned that Varus and Thresh is just so oppressive in lane, and Upset was like, I'm not going to be able to carry this game through bottom because I'm going to be like even, and that's a big win into this matchup. So he just went into mid, has more agency in the mid lane, and they're already ganking.
Yeah,
Boom.
There you go. Overpower's flash is already blown. So nicely set up. And particularly famous for never ganking. Frostgurn was giga tilted by this, by the way. Like, so tilted talking about the games yesterday. Have you played many games with Ender? Can you confirm this?
Honestly, he's a very, very farm-oriented, let's call him a low-tempo jungler. He loves to farm a lot.
Low-tempo jungler, I like that. Medicast will fire the dredge line onto Fake One. And still waiting to see where this Vedius flash comes in. I believe it will be happening soon-ish. And that came in, the donator yesterday, Yamato, actually made the account Press Vedi Flash. Donated $500. I'm waiting
so Frostgurn just gonna ninja tap it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the plan. Oh, this might not be fair. Press Vedi Flash on a gank, I think.
Right now.
What's gonna happen, yeah.
Forward.
Yeah, that's literally what's gonna happen. That's literally what's gonna happen here. So he survives the gank. He gets away. Still no flash just yet. MacGyver now pushing onto Vedi down below 100. That's the flash for Flash, and he dies. I think that's at least captured on camera, and he gets away.
My goodness. But to be fair, Vegas shouldn't have flash in the first place there, and that's the information Jankos is working on.
That's it. That's exactly it. The unfair advantage accrued, but nevertheless, this is pretty serious, Yamato. Like, yesterday I was like, having a lot of fun, I didn't mind, but I feel tense here for whoever's going to win.
Honestly, I feel the same way. This is the semifinals, the best of one, so anything can happen. Everything's on the line already. And looking how Jankos is supposed to be the star player, went for the bottom gank and screwed up immensely. Good response from Rito. They did it 3v3. It's a big deal, honestly. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far from Rito.
Oh, Yamato Cannon, months and months of working with you and hearing on broadcast, screwed up immensely. That's a rarity, my friend. Why such strong words for Jankos?
Because honestly, I don't expect him to be. He shouldn't be the one running it down, Out of all the players on the Polish squad, he shouldn't be the one running it down.
Holding him to a higher standard, as it were.
Precisely.
I'm getting my colored pencils. Hold on. I can't use paint for this. It's going to get quite involved. So give me a second. You carry this for like 10
Enjoy. We were talking about the Lucian Lissandra. Currently, Overpower has TP, is out of mana, so he's going to look for a push-in and base. Maybe Jankos is going to support him. Bottom matchup is looking quite good as well for Rito, because Nautilus is going to have his flash up first. So when he's going to have that flash up, a gank is going to be very easy to set up. Trundle is not basing at any point in time. He's kind of just taking jungle over and over because he can stay very healthy clearing it. He's going to look for that base whenever possible. Here's the gank though. Medic is in trouble. Got hooked.
And I'm back, Yamato. Manages to use the dredge line to Spider-Man his way away. And look at this. Play on the opposite side of the rift. And Ender, with the help of Wicked, easily picks up another kill. Polskie Gurum, they're in trouble.
My goodness. Maybe Overpower's gonna die too. He's looking for that level 6 maybe on the wave. He's looking very close. The TP comes in. Ooh.
This is a good play. TP finishes. Nika doesn't have the ultimate available. And this is a very focused LEC Kings. They are playing to win here.
Honestly, is it Rito or is it FPX, man? Look at how they're diving. Ups is doing the Doinby impersonation, going topside, being involved. This is some good movement from Rito.
Yeah, really, really impressive. How does Polskie Gurum pull it back?
Honestly, I think they need to keep ganking bottom. Varius is a player that gets frustrated very quickly. Even though his team is winning super hard, if he gets ganked, he gets tilted. So this is where I think they should put all their eggs into that Varius basket. That was a weird phrase, but you get what I mean.
Exactly. The Varius egg basket is definitely not a place anyone really wants to be. I don't think that actually makes sense. Oh, man.
Somehow it did in my mind.
I got a question for you. How did the Polish community, how did they react to you joining the show and talking about the games last night? Did you get a lot of interaction on socials?
Well, the Polish community is always wild. You get attacked by the Puki style profile pictures, Polska Gurum, Socy Byszku, the same phrases. They are united. It's a very, very wholesome army. That's rare. When armies tend to get together on social media and so forth. The Polish one is very, very wholesome. So I'm happy to get feedback from them whenever.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think a wholesome army is a good way of looking at that. Wholesome army is going to need some help as the fake one is now getting dunked on. MacGyver and the fake one prepped for upset and did not get him. The shenanigans from the LEC Kings is paying off. That's 2 kills for the Kings and is immediately replied. Overpower and Jankos, old teammates, reunited once again. And Overpower's running for his life. No flashes to follow up. Upset holds on to it. 6 kills to 3. 1,500 gold-ish in the lead. And also, by the way, this little swap, the Medi-Vedi duo, joining in the bottom lane, they play together longer, their communication is going to be better. Leave Upset on an island. And Medic is just being dunked on by Jankos, but he's able to escape. I think it's a pretty, 5-head call and play.
Honestly, it's also, we see always these Reddit threads about people complaining about the AD carry position, and these games are going to look a lot like solo queue games, at higher ranks. Sometimes you get matched with some diamond players that don't belong there, and so forth. That might happen. And mid lane is a role where you have so much agency. When you have clans, you're not going to get ganked by the Silas Lissandra. Lucian is free to play his own game, and I think that's just the right approach. I'm thinking they're going to do the same for the finals, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they don't, they have the ability to now surprise France or Germany pull a rabbit out the hat, you know, surprise them again. Yamato, would you dance for us later if there was a dance challenge assigned to you? Would you be down?
Depends. I did the pike thing because that was pretty cool. You know, it's the haka from
from New Zealand rugby.
Australian, exactly. So that was pretty cool. Like I can do a dance, sure. Just don't embarrass me too much.
Okay. So for everyone watching at home, we've restocked our Dance Like a Champion and Shout Out to donation dares. So if you hit them, we'll be able to maybe assign one to Yamato. You guys will have to let us know which dance you want Yamato to pull off. If we raise that $5,000, Dracos will improvise the musical number, and you can donate to benefit COVID-19. If you head to riot.com/donate, maybe you can help us a little bit more than Jankos is currently helping Polskie Gurom. He gets caught by the dredge line, but he's stolen the depth charge. Vedius will be able to get the ultimate away and survives. Medic and Vedius with the outplay. Silence the haters. The LEC Kings are shutting down Polskie Gurom.
Oh my goodness, this is why you don't sub out Pookie Style. Pookie Style would have executed this perfectly in every shape or form. My goodness, we have a replay of this top gank. What happened here, quick shot?
It looked like 1,000,000 seconds of CC. Like, dude, that is just... I feel bad for Wicked because he couldn't do anything there.
That was a bouncy castle right there. That was not enjoyable at all. But he has 3 kills, so he's happy, I guess.
Dude, that bot lane outplay was sick. Like, I am actually stunned.
Oh, Ender.
Jankos, the chase down.
Oh!
Ender. Oh. Yamato, do you know why you're so lucky? You will not need to hear about that kill for the rest of the summer split.
Oh, I'm gonna mute him on Twitter. Thank you for the warning.
Absolutely the case. Oh man, 4,000 gold up, 10 kills to 4. Yamato, your boys, they're struggling here. I mean, were you on the Polskie Gurom hype train beforehand?
Honestly, I was, but then, you know, they subbed in Jankos, they removed Pookie Style, you know. It's all about Pookie Style. I think he deserved to win the final, the EU Masters too. He could have won this too, fake one running in, but then he realized that Pookie Style is not there. Overpower's coming in instead.
Oh man, Upset now is going to use that cleanse, tries to back away. TP from Wicked comes in. Wicked is going to get jumped on and uses that hook shot to safety. But I mean, okay, right, counter punch from Polskie Gurom, 11 minutes in. No dragon is taken yet, no tower is taken yet, so it's not donezo. But I mean, what about scaling? Let's go to a serious question, right? Can Polskie Gurom pull this back?
The tricky thing is, like, Malphite is not going for the AP Malphite build, so Tron is gonna eat all his stats. Silas doesn't have that good clear speed, like 12 minutes into the game he doesn't have a jungle item, so he's very far behind. They are very AP heavy, Mercury's kind of counter their whole team. So Rito definitely have the scaling on their side. No one's going to be able to deal with Camille the moment she gets Mercury on split. So it's going to look very rough. Polskie Gurom need to keep fighting, they need to use their ultimates, and they need to kind of break the game already because it's looking quite grim.
Yeah, and on the plus side, if you're down 50 CS and you have a Malphite, hey, press R. You've got the initiation, right? I'm quoting a very wise man, the captain of a pirate ship, I heard once upon a time.
Honestly, my voice hasn't recovered. This was not a good idea.
Honestly, it was stupid of us to do 5 people. We should have just kept, like, rotating. 4 people normal and just periodically change. The fake one and Jankos, they've actually found Medic. Medic walked straight into that. I don't know if he saw it. Forced to flash over the wall. I didn't quite see the vision setup, but he escapes with his life. 1-1 and 7, and Polskie Gurom have put some deep wards. No real objective play here. That dragon's still up. Towers haven't yet fallen. 12.5 minutes. You can see the, you know, the newness, the freshness of these EU face-off teams. They still need some macro delivery.
Yeah, it's crazy though. You know, I like that Polskie Gurom is trying to find something because the opportunities are getting slimmer and slimmer. They found Medic now burnt a flash. Maybe this is going to lead to something else, but Rito, they are farming better, they are scaling better. I need to see, as Ninja aptly put, more movement. I need to see more movement.
That's a really good quote. I didn't expect that one from you. That's a really good one. He has a lot of movement towards the mid lane. Hook City, somewhat.
Oh, no flash.
Cast, stretch line. Remember, no flash because he was caught earlier. Throws out the ultimate to buy some time. And he will get taken down. But while that was happening, the mid lane turret did fall. So, you know, losing medic for a tower, probably worth now with the Ocean Drake, maybe a little more costly here.
Yeah, this is the first dragon. This is classic Ender. He doesn't do any objectives, only focus on camps. Overpower now. No Mercury yet on Camille.
Overpower yesterday was insane. He had max stacks on that Magi's. He's now 6-1-1. Upset gets caught by the hook. Jankos doesn't really want this fight. That's a double buff. Culling for Culling. Upset, is he going to use it? Yes, he does. That's one. Looking for two. Flash away.
Ooh.
Upset, the hero that the Kings need.
Very nice. Quick recovery. You have to rely on Upset always. His team ends in the top side. No problem. They got 2 kills. I'm going to give you 2 kills too. Easy.
Exactly. I mean, really nicely done. All right, I'm getting ready for my drawing. I've done a lot of work. I've put a lot of pencils and colors into this one.
Okay.
I have to apologize. I messed up on the snow day. No, it's just Gnar and Frostgrown. I've merged them into one. So we'll get this on the stream in a little bit.
That sentence spooks me, man.
No, look, I took my awful Ezreal very seriously yesterday, and I put a lot of practice in overnight, and I lost sleep. You know, I didn't get a lot of rest. So I'm very, very proud of the picture I'm going to share with you in a minute. I've got to do some shout outs. Thank you to Subskilled, who donated $110, and Wearyful Soul and Carbon Flight. Hello to you in Canada. You can donate too at riot.com/donate. Got another one from Dawn of Raven for $100. Just huge thank yous and shout outs. It's, you know, all of this is going to the COVID-19 relief and really helps a lot of communities around the world. And we get to have some fun and watch Polskie Gurum and LEC Kings go toe to toe, in which it looks like LEC Kings are setting themselves up for a shot in the final.
Yeah. Everyone that's been viewing, you know, and everyone's been donating, you guys are the absolute best. We're just talking about the games, you know, we are barely looking at them, we're just enjoying ourselves. This is easy what we're doing. It's all the fans out there that are making this the beautiful experience.
They really are, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Dude, how bummed is Poland going to be if they got eliminated again? Like, they lose to France at EU Masters, and now it looks like they're going to lose to Shoutcasters.
That is indeed rough. Okay.
Oh, Miha.
Oh.
He gets the ultimate, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's just brutal. That's painful.
Here comes the cleanup squad, though. Overpower.
Not much Gurum. Jankos goes in.
Oh, no.
Jeez, that damage! Jankos manages to pick up a kill with the help of Overpower. 7-1-1, but Upset 7-0-4. Overpower seems overpowered. Dudum-ch.
Honestly, if we remove name tags right now, Jankos is a Mofi player. Honestly,
Yeah.
He's a 0-5-3. He's been absolutely dominated in this game. Overpowered, the last hope for the Polish squad. Dead in the jungle now, losing his stacks. Honestly, Jankos, this is Zdrajsa behavior right here.
This is disappointing. This is really disappointing. This is why you get put on Sejuani duty by Grabs. It's this level of frustration, you know, that gets you on those, you know, pouring dog champ tanks.
Indeed, definitely. This definitely will define G2's summer split. This game.
I really like that. This should define Jankos' summer split. I think that's really fun. If we get the community to buy in and give him some drama, and you know, hold him accountable.
I'll remember this for the MVP voting, huh?
This will also mean that Polskie Gurum's about to be eliminated. Like, the Polish what was the word you used earlier? Wholesome army won't have a horse in the race anymore.
I guess there is Kevin. He's half Polish on the German squad. They just have to support him. They just have to transfer all that energy to him. He did super well against Wicked.
Yeah, exactly. And or you jump behind, you know, the LEC Kings, and you know, the team that eliminated you get revenge. Yamato, on your thing, take a look at the program feed instead of the fast cast. I'll shoutcast this. Take a look. This is my Gnar. Okay?
Holy
Gnar and Frostgrun. I spent a lot of time. I kind of knew that this was going to be happening, so I got all my pens and pencils out and put together the drawing. And I tried to combine. You know, Frosk is really into her sneakers.
Yo, your wife painted this. You didn't paint this.
No, it's me.
No way, man. This is insane. This is profile picture worthy.
It's me. It's absolutely me. I did it all. I promise you. The Ezreal yesterday was a bait. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. I'll believe you. I'll believe you.
Thank you, Yamato.
Partially, but still, honestly, it's insane. Holy moly.
I know. I put pen and pencil. I'm much better with that than paint. You know. So took a photo of it and said you can see the colorings. Anyways, we got a donation from Shox, by the way, for $500. Shox, Vedius, Medic, and Ender to do the KDA dance by the end of stream. This apparently is not Shox. They just used the name Shox. So that's interesting.
All right.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. I've misread this entirely. Right. Shox did the donation. She paid $500 to make it happen. What she's yelling in chat to me right now is she's not going to do the dance. She wants Vedius, Medic, and Ender to do the dance. And as she has contributed $500, number one, she's going to get her dance. Vedius, Medic, and Ender will do this. Secondly, it also goes towards unlocking the Draco song. So that is incredible.
That is indeed hype. They need to be better than the NA one. That's the benchmark that we've set.
Yes, absolutely the case.
Was Draco's in that too, in the dance?
I can't remember.
Was he mentioned?
No, so this is just the players.
Okay.
Vedius, Medic, and Ender. So the three players. We've also got another shout out, by the way. PG Esports Italy. Let's keep on fighting the good fights, despite the fact that Italy were eliminated yesterday, still donating for the stream. I mean, it's so feel good right now.
Honestly, it's a lot of fun. That's why I put on the hoodie, because that kind of, encapsulates my feelings towards the entire situation. Just cozy.
Exactly. No, absolutely. And, the other people who are having a lot of fun. Upset, 10-0-4, as well as the rest of LEC Kings. Their pick and pan strategy, their macro play, they're just the superior team right now. Is Jankos the feeder is trying to pull something back. He does get a kill with the help of MacGyver. Now Rinder is jumping into the fray.
Okay.
That could be the comeback. Wicked helps up, but this is Upset. The culling and the exhaust. The unstoppable force comes out. Upset doesn't flash this time. He uses the dash. That's one. Overpowers him. He flashes the shards. Upset and Ender turn it round.
My goodness, I was channeling my Polska Gurum there. I was ready to shout it, and then I realized Upset is still alive. And then I checked, Malphite ulti still on. It cancelled the culling. Upset had a dash, flashed to the Lissandra Q, and just survived by dodging so many skill shots. That was some good stuff.
That was insane. Yesterday, who am I saying? Upset was able to flash like 2 Malphite ultimates, like pretty much point blank range to help turn the fights. I know at pro player level that's not the most impressive, but in the chaos of a fight in a mixed team and everything, this boy's carrying. He's got a pretty big backpack. He's done all the squats that he wants. Oh! Frost did it! Frost did it!
Honestly, we need a run back, because it happened at the point in the game where Rita's all, strong and all. Needs to happen in a clutch moment.
Oh man, that was insane. Nicely done. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the team's 10k up, so the pain, slightly less. But, there we go. No more scam, Twitch chat. You got your wish.
That is true.
Are we getting a slow-mo here? Yamato, how do you coach a player who's just been forced to lose their flash and you know they didn't want to?
Honestly, I've always been on the side, there's always been this conversation in the community about players being uncoachable, players that are troublemakers, regardless of which names that come to mind. And I've always said there are no players that are uncoachable. There's always a way that you can figure it out. But in the context of Vedius and losing his flash, that is uncoachable. A strong argument for the uncoachable part of this situation.
I like that. Oh man, dude, I think we're going to be saying goodbye to Polska Gurum. Like, the base is being pushed. Baron is sitting here. And Overpower will survive for a few seconds. Medic flashes over the wall. Not going to be able to find the boop just yet. We'll be able to send out the dredge line. Mihad there. Look at the bottom lane though. Wicked split pushing. Okay, rate the performance now. How good are they?
Honestly, this is just the casters fighting against the whole Polish team. I don't know what they're doing. Upset wasn't there. Wicked wasn't there. They're just, let's fight. We need to prove them that we didn't get carried.
Oh my god. I have to do a call out, Yamato, that I really don't want to. Quickshot's wife donated $100 and said, I did the drawing.
I knew it. I knew it right away.
Oh.
You bamboozled me, man. You bamboozled me.
I took advantage of your trust. I took advantage of your trust.
My goodness.
Oh, man. So I bamboozled you. What did the LEC Kings bamboozle themselves here?
Honestly, yes. I don't know what they're doing. Upset base. He was very low on mana, I believe, and Wicked is pushing bottom without TP. They have no reason to fight. Like, they have full vision. They can just walk away, but I think it is what I mentioned. You know, I think this was just the casters trying to prove to themselves that they didn't, in fact, get carried by Upset.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, trying to pull out the macro thing here. Let's see, Dragon number 3. So we've got ourselves a Cloud Soul on the way. And then LEC Kings, if they close out this 10k gold lead, and they should, right? This is a gigantic lead. They will face either France or Germany in the EU face-off finals, which will happen in a moment or two. Wicked being caught in a side lane.
Oh.
How many times have you thought that, Yamato?
I'm getting flashbacks. No, honestly, I'm not getting any flashbacks. I'm just lying. It was a long time I've seen Wicked in pro play.
It really is. It's really fun for me seeing Wicked and Kevin back in the top lane as well. Like, these are names that are competing against you many, many, many years ago. And it's so much fun seeing everyone coming together for this. 2 inhibitors down. How do the Kings, how should they close this game up, my man?
Honestly, I think they don't even need to wait for the last... Oh, maybe just like that. Just kill Janko, snap in half, and just look for the end.
Really good Lantern from the fake one. Uses the flay to buy some time. Upset keeps chasing. 14-0-5. That's his first death. 15-1-5 from Upset. Origin's AD carry, and he finally gets taken down. That is absolutely crazy. Teleport coming in now as well. Ooh! Ooh! Things are looking scary. Medic and Ender chasing forward. Flash over from Wicked. That's a double kill. There's supers inside the base. Do they go for the finish?
I think they can, Trevor. I think Polska Gurum is out. I'm just looking at the statistics of the LEC pro players, and it is clearly skewed in one direction. Jankos, he needed to do more. He just has these small components. He has probably the most depressing Silas build that you can have at this point of the game. Just small components, nowhere to go. It is a very, very rough performance for Jankos. Because look how it started. It was just him getting snapped in half.
Unbelievable.
Put him on the Malphite.
Yeah. Swap. Maybe he can steal a Malphite ultimate and provide value. Nope, it doesn't work that way.
And then Upset, he forgot that he had QSS put there for the moment. It's kind of awkward to play with cleansing QSS. Could have QSS faster if we want to be picky. You know, it's hard to complain about his performance in this match. But sure, he could have QSS faster and then overpower. But the heroic play, trying to carry the Polska Gurum with his muscles, it didn't work out. He is a Buffalo indeed.
Yeah, he absolutely is. What was the word? Bishko? Bishku. Playing like a Bishku. But I mean, Overpower on the other side, the star of Polska Gurum, 14-4-2, had a great game yesterday. Yamato Cannon, I have some wonderful news.
No. No.
I have some wonderful news. I'll get to that in a second. Jankos is getting jumped on by Wicked. While all that's going on, Miha gets a 3-man knockup. The Lantern will pull him out to safety, so it's a 1-for-1. Both top laners are down. Super minions are pouring into the base. This could be the final push. Ladies and gentlemen who are watching the Mid-Season Streamathon and the EU Face-Off, I want to thank you so much to Anonymous, to Dawn of Raven, and to Quickshot's wife. Those are the 3 names who donated. Yamato will be doing Olaf, Jax and Trundle dances. Thank you so much for that. We'll have to figure out some coordination on how this works out, but for the time being,
I don't even know their dances.
I know, we'll have to research it. We get to watch the YouTubes and do it all on screen anyway.
Overpower.
No ways. No ways! No ways! Overpower survives! And MacGyver and Jankos will be able to take out upsets.
Polska Gurum! It's not over yet!
Ways! It's not?
It's not over yet. Overpower is so fed, actually. The GA is popped. No flash for upset. The inhibitor
Producers?
creeps. My goodness.
I've got a question to the producers if they're listening. Can we run a poll in Twitch chat? Do we have that ability? What I'd like to ask is, will Poland come back? Can Poland come back? Yes or no? We'll figure out if we can. I may be setting expectations for fans. Either way, spam in chat right now because they're starting this. They're down 7k. We're 30 minutes in. They're going on to Baron.
Okay, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Varus doesn't hit this hard. It's gonna take a lot of time. MacGyver, that's not how you spell MacGyver. I just realized what.
There is a story behind it actually.
Okay.
You tell me about the Baron play, and I'll give you a plan here.
Okay, the Baron play is just not good because of Varus being lethality. You can't do any damage to it, and that's it. What did you have in mind? You're doing something? You're busy? Okay, well, Cloud Drake is spawning. LEC. They are just setting up for it. They're gonna have that soul, but that's not that big of a deal. It's alright. Could have been worse. Could have been Ocean. Could have been Elder. Could have been some imaginary dragon that is a part of Wild Rift.
So, quick story for MacGyver. It's supposed to be MacGyver, of course, right?
Yes,
but
yes.
when he was a child, he couldn't pronounce it. So, because he couldn't pronounce it, ends up being Magvaya. So it was just a pronunciation enunciation one.
Okay.
My producers have told me, by the way, we actually have a donations poll. If you go to riot.com/donate, and we want to ask you whether or not Poland can pull this one back.
Oh, they're going for
getting
end.
another kill. Vedius is down. His former lover medic is down as well. Oh, Ender and Upset. They're going for the back door. Wicked's there to help as well. Inhibitor is secured. They can't take the Nexus. But they'll get themselves one inhibitor and they start to back away. Yamato, this is starting to scream of desperation.
This is honestly looking good. Maybe they can convert this into something more. They have a kill. The only problem here is still they don't have enough Nash damage. I think if they keep their cooldowns for upset, maybe they can win a fight. But now the Polish squad is getting caught out. Maybe this is a good one. Malphite has ultimate still.
He does indeed, and Wicked will be able to pop away from the blast cone. He's down. Overpower gets his 18th kill of the game.
Ooh.
Another one. Poland are doing it. Riot.com/donate. Can Poland turn it around? I'm starting to believe Polskie Gurum is back in the house. Look, Jankos is even getting kills.
Yeah, the Ankles is starting to have stats that are just not gonna look that inty. We're all gonna forget about that early game as long as he keeps playing good. Those sad items that he had earlier are all gone now. They've been completed into actual good items, and he's looking stronger and stronger. And Overpower just 1v9ing. Here we go. Vedia's dying.
Ooh, my word. Also, every time Vedius dies, Dracos is paying $10 extra to the charity. So I think he'll have some words with Mr. Day. Medic is running for his life. Dude, it is happening.
It's actually happening. Upset is dead too. Upset is dead. It's an ace. Wicked is alive, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
There's no wards in the base. He can't TP for the inhibitor. Polskie Gurum 3k down now. They were 10k gold down at 20 minutes, and they've managed to claw this one back.
This is wild. This is just... How could we ever not believe in Polska Gurum?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to have faith. The Pookie style bicep is truly being channeled in this game. They are starting to flex.
Oh, that's what's happening. Pookie style is playing on Janko's PC right now. That's how it all turned around.
We neither condone nor accept account sharing.
Of course, we
Even
can't.
in uses-
Not provable, not provable.
If you can't prove it in a court, you can't prove that Becca drew that painting. My wife may claim on Twitter that she drew Frostgurin and Nah. But where's the evidence, Mr. Cannon? Where is the evidence?
Honestly, I think that donation is is pretty good evidence. I think it's admissible in court.
It is admissible in court. Yeah, okay. I paid money to prove my husband's a liar. I'm definitely going to be in the doghouse after this one. Wicked will run for his life. By the way, 64 kills in 33 minutes. I mean, this is ridiculous. And I found out 66% of the people at home have used their money to vote, saying yes, Polskie Gurum can pull it back, and they've defended an inhibitor. They are still in the EU face-off.
Now Upset has all summoners. He has his Mercurial, he has the GA and BD. It's going to be very tough to kill him. The Polish squad needs to be very patient with their cooldowns. They need to use everything on him and just spot the inters in the fight. Because I noticed Rito, while Upset is playing very good, the rest of the squad is kind of running around all over the place, and they managed to actually pick them off. If they can pick everyone off one by one and be 5 against Upset, their odds are looking quite much better. So I think with patience, this can look good for the Polish squad.
I'm going to do a little bit of research after this game and see, has Upset secured more kills in the 4 games that he's going to play over EU face-off than an entire split? The amount of carrying that this young man has had to do, and fair play, right? LEC in game 1 and now this is game 3. They did put some ganks and some resources into him. They moved their players around the map. They adjusted their draft. They're utilizing the strengths in their composition. You've got to give credit to the Kings.
Yeah, it's. I think they just went back and looked at some old Schalke VODs when they played with Upset, and they're like, let's just copy that, and it's gonna work.
Yeah, absolutely the case. Absolutely the case. I'm starting to get nervous though, because how are the Kings meant to finish this, right? Let's do a coaching thing, Yamato. As an LCK coach, how would you tell your players to finish from this vantage point?
Honestly, I could pretend and say that there's some like EMC square, some Einstein, numbers flying across the screen, but it's kind of simple. It's just wait for Elder and make the enemy face check you, and you're also going to be good, because Wicked is going to threaten backdoor on the inhibitors, and as long as that's the case, I don't think the Polish Go can actually walk out of their base.
I'm both impressed and sad at the same time, because your honesty was like really refreshing and enlightening, and then also just like, oh damn, I really wanted the E equals MC squared approach, the Yamato inspirational speech to get Wicked, Medic, and Ender over the finish line.
So you're saying they're listening? Oh.
Yeah, well, they could be. I mean, this is for fun. No, they're not. Definitely not. Upset, by the way. Look at that.
Ooh.
Solo kill before anyone else can arrive. Upset's going to effectively set up a second. Medic has arrived to buy some additional time. GA is going to...
Where's Jankos?
This could be it. Jankos, you're too late to the party, my friend. Now, all of a sudden, another knock up there lands on to Upset. He dashes away. The quick draw's buying time. Jankos manages to get one. He's running for his life. The last man standing, the man who fed. As the Nexus goes down, there is another $100 donation from Quickshot's wife saying, despite LEC Kings winning, you're sleeping on the couch. Well, the first part's a lie. He said, Trevor, you're sleeping on the couch. The LEC Kings have eliminated Polskie Gurum. They have 2 traitors. 1, Upset signed away from Germany, and 2, this game, Jankos, a traitor to Poland.
My goodness. What a game. And also in the ending, Upset wasn't a part of the win screen, so it means that he didn't contribute anything towards the win.
That's it. That's it. He didn't push the Nexus. He didn't get the final hits. It was all on the Shoutcasters.
That is exactly how it always works. Being a part of the win screen is the only thing we will ever remember. It's like the certificate of the game. And Upset was dead. What a feeder. 80 carry roll useless. That's just how it is.
Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to quickly go off it. Give me 1 second. You can take a look at the dancers.
I'm gonna check out the dances and talk to the chat alone. Okay, koledzy, nie było dobrze. Przegraliśmy, ale Polskie Gurum lives on. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Now we have to hope that the LEC take the Polish soul and take it to the finals and take it home. All good.
Okay. I officially apologize to both my wife, Becca Henry, to NAR enthusiasts around the world, Froskuren as well. Producers, if you can let me know, who was it that paid for this drawing? I didn't do what my wife did. I hired a professional, okay? I outsourced I knew my skills wouldn't live up to the expectations, but I lied to you. I lied to you all. I lied to you, Yamato. I lied to viewers. And Hunter the Doggo, that is epic. And I wonder if that's Hunter the Doggo, who I know. And if it is Hunter the Doggo, hi, Jason. I apologize in advance. But yes, nevertheless, thank you very much, Becca. You are a badass. Your drawing is the best, and that was incredible.
Honestly, it's insane. It's so good. Look at that shading. I think Frost could change the profile picture to this right now. That's adorable. I think if you lying produces this, I think it's worth it.
I tried to claim it. That was the real issue. That, nobody was going to do that. Right, now that I've got to catch up. Dance is time. Oh, you need to dance, my man.
Man.
I think we've got a few options here.
I need to do all three?
Yes, so let's go Olaf. Yeah,
okay,
I think so.
I'm Googling right now.
That's what the producers are saying. So
it's Techno Viking, no?
Techno Viking?
I think it's Techno Viking.
I'll do Techno Viking with you. Hell yes.
Okay, let's do Techno Viking, man, right now.
Wait, I just need a quick reminder. Techno Viking. I should know this, but I can't. Okay, let's
I'm not gonna hear you for a moment, okay?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Unplug
my headphones.
That's fine. Oh man, why? This is such a tough show. Okay, Techno Viking. If nobody knows Techno Viking, please watch it, because he starts with a stare. Let's get there. I can't remember the video. So he starts walking. He's not on heads. I really hope I'm in camera. Right, okay. I'm going to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a little bit too much question of Yamato. Okay.
Wait, I don't hear you.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Right. Okay.
I think that was all right.
You look up Jax. I'll look up Trundle. We'll do these ones and get them done.
I think Jax is the frog one, right?
I actually don't know. I don't do the dances.
Like the one, hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime girl.
And I also know we're running out a little bit of time. Oh, this is the little legs. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm going to quickly do Trundle. You'll do the Jax, and then I'll start to get us ready. If anybody else wants to make other people dance, riot.com/donate. Go check it out. Right, let's try Trundle. I'm out of
you
breath.
do Trundle? You do Trundle for me, yeah?
Yeah,
I'll
I got
do Jax.
Trundle. I got Trundle for you, my man. Do I have... Okay. Am I in frame here? Am I in frame? I need to go further back. Right, it is hot, it is warm, I am exhausted. After the break, Dracos is joined by the incredible Medivetti bot lane as the LEC is ready for the EU face-off final. Don't forget, MasterCard is conducting an auction to help show their support for COVID-19 relief, where you can get a Conversation SR game with me. I'm currently winning huge bids, thank you so much. MasterCard users can bid on a range of rare, one-off items and priceless experiences. Priceless.com/MSS2020. Yamato, this is nuts. I'll see you later, dude.
Cheers, man.
Hello, welcome back to MSS 2020.
On the side.
So
Yes. Yes.
And with immaculate coordination like that, I am stunned to present to you the victors of the Poland versus the LEC King match, none other than the LEC Kings jungle mid duo. Now, that synergy people might not have expected to extend.
What? It was the bot
jungle
lane.
mid? I understand. But you're the listed mid laner. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but I was never the jungler.
Mid support duo. Calm down. It's fine. We're going to get there. All right, so I could say something, I could ask a question, but you're just going to direct it in whatever way you want anyway to praise yourselves. So why don't you just go? We've got like 3 minutes. Just tell me all the things that you did great. We've got replays. Just
So here's how it went, right? So basically, right, here's how we were in draft, right?
Can we preface it with what we did in pick and ban?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to lead with. So listen, right, we were in draft, right? And we were like, the first thing Upset said was, you're going to play Nocturne mid, right? And I was like,
listen, Upset. I know you want to see another Nocturne mid performance, but I'm here to play for the team today. So I will play whatever is OP at the moment. And he said, can you play Syndra? And I said, yeah, we can flex it. And then rather than flex it, he just said, can I style on Overpower, please? Can you go bot lane? And then I said, I guess. So then me and Medic went bot lane, and he said, obviously this is our true secret power, Medi time. And I said, Medic, how does bot lane work? And as you can see, Yankos
we were great.
pretty committed. Yeah, I mean, like, we had some pretty insane turnarounds. That was a very early level 3 gank, and then respect to Wicked for the insta-TP. I held my flash for much longer than I could have because I knew I was going to lose it randomly at some point, and I was like, I've got to save it. Oh, Medic.
And then
wow.
this was the epitome of our play, because
Holy
I
moly.
screamed so loudly after this play. Very just surviving.
Look,
it was
I'm
godly.
killing the minion to get tower aggro. No, this is insane. This is so insane, right? Look, he takes 2 tower shots and I hit him with the Q, right? Sidestep that, and then Medic hits him with the Q and the outplay. We are insane. We are so good.
Okay.
Oh my words.
A lot of this stuff I'm not gonna get on the hype train for, but this is what I will give you. And if you're at home or still wait, no, hold on. It ends positive.
We beat a world's finalist.
Hold
He
on.
was in
Calm
world's
down.
finals.
Let me finish. My God. Calm down. All right. Here's the deal. I wasn't impressed up until that bot lane play, but that bot lane play was hands down the nastiest thing ever. If we removed the name tags, I would assume that was Yankos doing that to you. Instead, Yankos ran it down for an entire game, just like World Finals. So that's what I get for betting on a G2 player. But
like,
it was a thing of beauty, boys. I'll give you that.
So the funniest thing about that play was, even though Upset was like still laning mid, he was still telling us what to do while we were being guided.
Don't tell him that, Eddie. Don't tell him that. We thought of it all by ourselves. We knew exactly how to play the lane state at all times.
He's an insane player. Respect to Upset. We're putting him
Helped a
top
lot
lane
of
next
respect.
game. Don't worry.
And
We're putting
Wicked
him
as well.
top lane.
Wicked,
Are you worried at all about your next opponent? And Betty, how deep does the flex pick pool go for bottom lane? If they ban Syndra, is the Medi show over, or do we get more Medi action?
I feel really bad for Origin because this was going to be their surprise plan for summer to showcase how flexible they could, like the next G2, you know what I'm saying? But, maybe we have to pull it out. Upset really wants to win something. So we'll see. We're flexible in the draft, we're adaptable at any means. Some say that we have a champion Ocean. Some may say
I'll
that.
be honest. Until this game, I would have said we had no flexibility and no one could play any other role. I think we got very, very lucky that Yankos, for some reason, wanted to kill you every single time he could.
Honestly, the more off the cuff, the more unplanned it is, the closer you get to G2, if there's anything I've learned from Grabs' drafting. So, look, it's a fantastic look. We got to get one quick glance at this highlight moment where Frostgren busted into the PC bang in the Riot office and blew your flash for you. I think you got very lucky. Because when you died bottom lane, I was like, this man should not have had flash.
What? I don't have flash! What are you doing?
We didn't know that he had his flash burn until like 5 minutes later. we were like, wait, isn't Foss meant to burn your flash at some point? And he was like, oh yeah, she did it earlier. No communication to the rest of the team that he didn't have.
Yeah, because I thought you'd get stressed out. It's much. I mean, to be fair, in every single fight, Yankos was just like, I'm killing Medius. Like, so it was like, it doesn't matter if I have flash or not anyway, I'm dying. But it was all right. We worked out. So respect to Overpower. It was pretty funny 30 minutes into the game when I turned to Upset, and I'm like, dude, this is free. And he's like, no, it's not. And then I pressed tab, like, wait, Overpower has 17 kills. What happened? So we nearly threw it. But yeah.
Here's the deal, boys. I need you to send a message to your upcoming opponents while I look up how to do the forecast Jana dance and then do the forecast Jana dance before I go to break. So just like fill 45 seconds of braggadocious content.
Respect to Poland, honestly, I would say that they would be worthy of being in the finals because that's how little respect I have for Team Zoo. I honestly think that they will probably be easier than if I was to play people who have never played League of Legends before.
I mean, we
So
did lose
it's a shame.
flex matches in gold earlier, so
It is a shame. Yeah, I mean, and those were probably more competitive than what we're going to have in the final, if we're being honest, Medic. It's a real shame.
I want to put the other side of the coin, Betty. It could be Germany in the finals as well, and we.
Oh, it could
although
also
we've
be
lost
Germany.
to them
That
once
is
already, we
And-
felt that they haven't, won much recently.
All right.
That is true.
Upset.
Germany,
obviously,
I
wanting
actually
to
think
beat his own
Germany
team.
will obliterate Team Zoo. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, Law
What kind of
has
name
to
is
lose.
Chips? You eat
Law has
chips.
to- yeah.
Noir
You're gonna
playing,
get
by
fed
the way,
off chips.
isn't
Was
playing.
Noir playing?
No.
What kind of name is
Yeah,
Noir?
it's fine.
Noir.
Anyway, all right. Here's what we do, folks.
Blue from now
Coming
on.
Coming up next, it's time for France vs. Germany with a special intro featuring Shocks and Lore. You don't want to miss it. In the meantime, as we go out, I will attempt to do the Singing in the Rain dance, aka the Forecast Jaina dance. Producers, cut me off whenever you feel they've gotten their money's worth.
Don't cut him off.
Okay, Medic. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, and I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. We're all
What a wonderful feeling. I'm happy again. Very
Da, 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 da,
doesn't-
da.